Hi, my name is Joe from Training-NYC. I help set up your PowerPoint templates correctly. So I just want to give you a quick rundown of how to use them. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that anytime you insert a new slide from the Home tab, we're going to go to New Slide and choose one of these layouts. We've created quite a few of these layouts that should make it very easy for you to lay things out without a lot of work. For instance, we have a 2-content 60/40, which allows us to add either an image, smart art, table, chart on the left, and the same on the right. If we go ahead and insert, do a quick smart art on the right, automatically add any text that we do. It will take the proper text formatting. If we want to indent this, we can indent it using our increase list level, which will automatically take the second list level and the proper bulleting. So you should never be using these bullet buttons ever. Okay? If you have a layout and you want to change it, if you use these layouts properly, we could easily just make a change by going to Layout, change it to a 3-column area, or for instance, we could do a small top, large bottom, and so on. There's a 2-person team, and so on. So, let me delete this one. If you needed to insert a section break or title, again, we go to New Slide, pick one of these layouts. Always pick one of these layouts. They're set up for you. If you wanted to do a team building, choose the layout for team. We can add our icons. It will automatically resize for you and put this in. If it does not fit perfectly, like this one doesn't, let me pick one that's properly orientated. We can go to the crop tool, increase the size, move it to the right position, and when we click off, it'll be there, and we could have a name here and PowerPoint and add our text, so everything will automatically fall into place. And the nice part is if we change this into a 2-person instead of a 3-person, everything would update automatically. We'd have to do some resizing though under this crop tool. Okay, the next is if you're trying to pull files in from a different presentation, we would go to the same thing, New Slide, but this time we choose Reuse Slides, which is at the very bottom of the new slide. Over on the right, we would choose which slides to use. We would have to go ahead and browse for that. It'll show us all the slides in a different document. For instance, if I want to bring in this slide, I would just click it. It would take my default formatting of the AKA. There might be some problems with this, so what we would do is we go to Layout, we choose the content layout that's going to make the most sense, and we hit the reset, and if everything looks good, we move on. If not, for instance, this has an extra date in here, so we could delete that, and at this point we could change it into any other layout, and it would move around perfectly and make our lives easier for us. Next is adding a logo or header and footer. If we want to do a just basic footer in the bottom right hand corner, we would just do Insert, Header and Footer. Under this footer, we put in our name of the company or whatever the footer is we'd want, name of our client. We would hit Apply to All, and it would go through anyone that's supposed to have a footer. So for instance, it's not going to put a footer on the heading or section breaks because we don't want that there. If we wanted a client logo, we'd go to View, Slide Master, go to the very top of the Slide Master until we go to this first Slide Master. This is where we'd insert a picture. We would find our logo for whatever it is that we're looking for. Go ahead and resize it. This won't make a ton of sense, but we could put this where we want it, underneath this area. When we go back to View Normal, we will have that image on all of the pages. So it's a one-shot deal, except for any of the title slides where we don't want it to show up. Okay, so that's already set in. Next, if we want to change smart art, for instance, this is a smart art that was set up. What we do is, when there is smart art, we can click, we go over, we hit this double arrow button or the arrow button, and we can just put in something new. And it will automatically align and put everything in here. Okay, going to undo that. Next thing I'm going to show you is inserting charts. A couple ways. First way is we can just create a layout. So under the Home tab, New Slide, pick a layout, and do Insert Chart. So which would be the second one in. This is inserting a chart that's automatically that we're going to create from PowerPoint. It will open up Excel also. We'll give it a second to open up. And you'll notice it automatically brings in our data set. We can change this by dragging in and out. Change our categories. 2012, 2013, 2014. And we could put NYC, SF, San Francisco, etc. So it's all about this dragging this bottom right hand corner. You'll notice that the color scheme stays to your AKA, but we have a couple different choices. So for instance, I'm going to go ahead and close this time. We can go over to change colors, and we have these different coloring options that we can choose that are all AKA colors, monochromatic, colorful, etc. Okay. At any point we can add a element such as chart titles over or above. We can add data labels in different places. We can right click, format, axes, and so on. Okay, so that's just doing basic charts. And remember, at any point we can change the layout. Let's say we could change this to a 2-column with a call out, and our charts will update automatically. We could add a second chart. Next is slide numbers. By default, your slide numbers will always work. So you don't need to do anything. Just insert one of these layouts and you'll be in good shape. I'm sure there's probably more we can go over, but that's just the basics. The important thing to remember is always use this new slide when creating new slide content. If you're bringing in slides from other places, choose reuse slides. And if you're going to change the layout, for instance, if we wanted to add more, we would just change the layout. I would use an 11:5:15, and now I could just click these buttons and it would automatically crop into the proper area. Okay, hopefully that helps, and have a great day. You can always email me if necessary. My email is joet@training-nyc.com. And have a great day.